Championships, hosted by World Aquatics. I'm Wesley Kading. We first like to lead with a little bit of gratitude. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube and wherever you're watching from. You're tuning in for the second of 4 quarterfinals today. Spain versus Serbia. The Spanish team coming in finishing first in Group B, headlined by leading scorer Marc Cives, the center forward who drives this team. He'll be flanked by Enzo Pereira, Oriol Lopez, and Thiago Mandolini, with Bruno Tortorella in the goal. On the other side of it, Serbia. They finished 4th in Group A, but that's not saying much given how good that Group A was, consisting of Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, and Hungary. They are led by Milan Zelic in the perimeter, and Mihailo Gosic, a young goaltender who was part of the U20 team last year. He's outstanding, though he only made it through 1 quarter yesterday. He's looking for a different result today. Serbia finishing 4th in their group, Spain first in their group. It's the second of 4 quarterfinals today between these two nations. We'll see how this plays out in just a moment. National anthems are finished. Teams have lined up. They'll cap up, warm up, and get ready to go in 4 minutes from now. We'll be right back with the first sprint of action right after this. Spain, let's talk a little bit about these two teams. Spain, as a country as a whole, has been on the rise for the last 10 years or so. Their national team has climbed the ranks, won world championships, had the opportunity to compete in Champions League with Barceloneta, that primarily based on the Spanish senior team with some added foreigners to that team. Just won Champions League. The Spanish U20 team put together a perfect tournament last summer in Zagreb, Croatia at the U20 World Championships, winning the U20 World Championships. Their coach, Javier del Pino, has been outstanding for this team. Again, they have been completely undefeated in this tournament, going 3-0 in Group B, defeating the United States, Italy, and China. Serbia, on the other hand, went 0-3 in their group, but they're still here in the quarterfinals. They're looking to get things right. Milos Sarkovic has done a nice job kind of galvanizing this team despite 3 losses, knowing that, look, they're not out of it. They've made the quarterfinal round. It's knockout round. And it's anybody's game as winner go home here in this second of 4 quarterfinals. Serbia in the dark caps will be going right to left on your screen. Spain in the white caps going left to right. We're off and away we go. Spain taking the first possession here. We'll see how things shake out. As we discussed earlier, Marc Cives, the center forward for Spain, is really what fuels this team. He's been dominant, 8 goals, leading the team in total goals for the tournament, tied only with Oriol Lopez. And so look for the two of them to factor in big ways. Now remember, stars don't win you tournaments, but they can help get you to the finals. And this is a game where you got to figure that they will. And that's a beautiful outside shot to start things off. Mateo Kasanovic getting the start in the net today. Big goal there from Pedro Garcia from way outside as he finishes to the upper left corner. A great first start, a dream first possession as Pedro Garcia just finding the back of the net. Look at how he completely leans around that defender, which is blinding to Kasanovic. We're often into our second possession now. Serbia looking to respond, trailing 1-0 early here. We're 40 seconds in. A good move inside, nice turn inside. 5 meter coming, and he'll get the exclusion 5 meter based on position. That's outstanding. The Spanish defense had pressed all the way out, and it looks like Luka Drobnik Jakovic able to make the turn there and earn the 5 meter. So Noah Riba, who's been very good for Spain, but he has split time with Bruno Tortorella in even 48 minutes apiece, looking to get his first save. And a bar out there, and bar favoring the goaltender there. Spain able to survive that 5 meter attack, all the pressure on the shooter, and you wonder, did the 3 losses that Serbia took early in the tournament factor in there mentally, thinking they've got to be just better, playing a little bit tight? So 1-0 now, Spain leading. A missed 5 meter penalty to start the game for Serbia. They'll have time to make that up, but certainly not how you'd want to start this off. Spain moving the ball around really well here, keeping the ball dry, wanting to work for center. Center's on the opposite side. Steal there, good backdoor steal, then taken back by Spain, but a contra foul, and Serbia will retain possession as he shepherds it to safety. Exclusion coming. That'll be an off-ball exclusion. That'll go against Mauro Martin. He's the captain of the team. Serbia now. Here's a shot again. This one missing the cage. And bouncing around behind the goaltender. He'll have to fetch it off at the top of the net. 2 early possessions. 2 really good looks there for Serbia. Uncharacteristic misses. Just a little bit tight here. They're going to need to loosen up, play with a little more confidence. But at this U18 level, it really is anybody's game. You see teams that can blow other teams out and then come from behind and win games or lose. Anything really possible here. There's a shot there by Spain, tipped out by Kasanovic. Good save, and Spain will retain possession. Earlier today in the game prior to this, Greece, who flew through Division II and put a hurt on China, they didn't score fewer than 23 goals in any of their games, lost to Montenegro in a tough one. As Montenegro, who finished first in Group A, is able to advance now to the semifinal. Spain, the shot there, and a good finish in the 6-on-5 opportunity, the first man advantage for them, giving them a 2-goal lead there. That's Pedro Garcia again with that finish. He's got 4 goals on the tournament, 2 of them today and 2 of them in the 3 prior games. So all of the attention is on all the attention is on Mark Cibes in the middle and Oriol Lopez on the perimeter. And Pedro Garcia, the beneficiary, they've forgotten about him a bit as he's converted 2 shots early. 5:51 remaining here in the first period of play. Serbia looking to break through and get their first goal of the day. They will. Ball swings down line to the wing and back up top. He dishes it around to the perimeter. And we're at the point. Fake coming from the flat now. Long shot there, and that one goes wide. Good field defense. Looked like it took a deflection there off of the one drop into the zone, and he deflects it off the outside of the cage. Ball swings wide now. Mauro Martin, he facilitates, and that ball swings across now. Dishes it off to the flat. That ball stolen by Serbia. We're going the other way. It's an odd man attack now, a 3-on-2 counterattack. Serbia has numbers as they come flying down the pool. Now a 4-on-3, still numbers here. Popic on the wing. Popic looking inside, wanting to go. We'll get an off-ball exclusion. Now a 4-on-2 effectively, 3-on-2, and now we're into a normal 6-on-5. Ball swinging around the perimeter, keeping the ball dry as Serbia moving it up and down into a 4 pocket, now down to the wing at the 1. Looking for the post inside, nothing doing. Back up top. Serbia moving well with the ball here. There's the shot from the outside, and they break through. A good finish there. Looks like Vasiljevic. Oh, Nikola Pavlovic, excuse me. his first goal of the day. He's got 7 on the tournament. A good finish there is the ball movement from Serbia opened things up in the cage, catching Noah Riba in the goal for Spain just betwixt and between. Look at how Riba's jumping to his right. Ball goes backdoor to the left, and you can see the Spanish defender putting his hands on his face, knowing, hey, that's my corner. I've got to have that lane. He moved off his block, and Serbia capitalizes. 2-1 now, Spain leading Serbia in a hotly contested quarterfinal here. 4:43 remaining in the first period of play. Good stop there again by Serbia. Kasanovic coming out of the cage. Kasanovic getting the start despite not playing a whole heck of a lot in the group phase. He came in relief for Gosic, who's been the star of the Serbian goal for years. Exclusion coming now. Another 6-on-5 for Serbia. We'll get back to the goalie situation for Serbia in just a moment as this progresses. All down to the wing. Now they're in an opposite set with a 4-in. And a shot there from the outside. Vojinovic with the look, but a great save there by Riba. Serbia will maintain possession. Only a few seconds left on the exclusion clock. Cross now. Again down. Uroš Munkan with the shot there. Munkan had 4 goals yesterday in their crossover 2 game, which was really big for him. He'd only had 1 goal in the rest of the tournament, but the center back and big man doing the yeoman's work on offense, putting up 4 yesterday. So a big day for him, earning him more minutes today. He takes that shot there, but is denied. Spain now. 6-on-5 as Pavlovic is forced to exit. Ordinary foul there. Martin with it, the captain. Cross cage rip. Oh, what a finish from Martin. Not known necessarily for his scoring, but on that one, absolutely coming through, his 3rd goal in the tournament. And Mauro Martin, a great finish, cross cage high. Looks like it takes a deflection, but it doesn't matter how it goes in, just as long as it does. So Kasanovic, who replaced Gosic after the first quarter yesterday, came on and kind of steadied the ship as Serbia had a very tough first quarter versus Turkey, who gave them quite a challenge, but they went on to win convincingly, and that's what's brought them here into this quarterfinal. Abanjakovic. Ball swings down line. Vojinovic across. Big fake now. Drabanjakovic going to the post there. That one just tipped away. Good defense by Spain. The Spanish 5-man defense or penalty killing unit is one of the best in the world, not just on this team, but up and down the Spanish national program, both at the senior level and U20 level. They work, as they say, on a string. Now in the offensive attack here. Pol Suarez at the top. Exclusion coming off ball. Nice work in the middle. They'll go ahead and reset themselves as Martin moves to the top, and they'll move Suarez over to a more comfortable position for a lefty. Ball moving around. Now to the right-hander flat. There's another cross-cage goal. So everything Spain shooting cross-cage is going in. That gives Spain a 4-1 lead. Javier Montero with that one. His 5th goal in the tournament. First goal today. A nice finish from him. Better, never best. Even though they scored here, the Spanish coach Javier Toril del Pino wanting more from them. He leans left, goes right. 4-1. Another defensive stop there for Spain. The only goal coming on a 6-on-5 here for Serbia, having missed their first 5-meter penalty opportunity and a counterattack goal. So Serbia, despite converting one, is yet to find the back of the net again. We're 1:50 left in the first period of play. Another exclusion coming. There's a shot. Great save by Kasanovic at point-blank range. Tip out will give the possession back to Spain. They're still on a 6-on-5. Ramnajakovic sent packing here, his first exclusion on the day. 6-on-5. Spain in a 3-3 setup, not the traditional 4-2. More countries have gone to this. Shot there, barring out. Spain again retaining possession on the long rebound. Suarez will collect, and they'll move the ball back around. Martin with it. Martin the no-look, and Kasanovic another good save. Martin looked to his left and threw it kind of blindly, and Kasanovic wasn't caught off guard. A good save there, but a fourth possession now for Spain as Serbia comes even. Exclusion coming here, off ball, another opportunity now for Spain in the second exclusion in this attempt, and there's another goal for Spain, a 5-1 commanding lead here in the first period of play with 1:20 remaining, and Serbia forced to take a timeout. They're going to break down, build it back up, and think about it. Javier Montero again with that goal. A nice start, a dream start for Spain. Out of the timeout, Serbia hoping to get right. They've given up 5 goals here. The first period of play, similar to yesterday, Serbia started slow. Had a 4-4 knotted up game with Turkey yesterday in the first quarter, but they went on to win convincingly there, hoping that this timeout can reset themselves. They'll go early into a double post, now an exit. Looking to attack now. Ball swinging down line to the wing. He goes inside and flips it back out, then dish to the flat. Munkan with the rip, and that big man with a big shot. Long rebound back to Serbia. They'll get another possession. Munkan again, good save there. Nice work by Reba as he's able to deny Munkan for the 3rd time today, and Reba having himself a great first quarter, having only given up 1. Steal there by Serbia. It's not an odd man attack. Spain doing a really good job anticipating back to defense, so no advantage here, but Serbia will have to will pull things out and retain possession here. Munkan with it. Cross now to the lefty up top. Back to Munkan. He'll shoot again. The big center back not afraid to shoot after a big day yesterday. And Reba now a little more demonstrative, pretty pumped up as he's continued to keep Serbia out of the net for just about the entire period, only giving up 1 goal, a last-second shot, but to no avail. That'll take us to the end of the first period of play. Spain 5, Serbia 1. We'll be right back with the second quarter of action here at the U18 World Championships. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. You are watching the second of 4 quarterfinals here today at the U18 World Championships. Earlier today, Montenegro defeated Greece in a very tough contest and went on to win 10-8. Later today, you'll have the United States versus Hungary in our final quarterfinal of the day, and Croatia versus Italy. But before that, we got 3 quarters of play here. Spain, Serbia. Knotted up in a good one. Spain came out about as perfect as you can be, going 5-1 on Serbia in the first quarter of play. Kasanovic in the goal for Serbia. Spain moving the ball around, wanting to work for the middle. Serbia into a 3-man drop, a 1-2-3 position, and a good save there by Kasanovic. That's much better defense from the Serbian side, forcing the ball right to the middle of the cage. And Kasanovic takes that one off the chest. Spain will recover, and now back on the attack. There's a quick look there. Oh, man, what a tip and redirect there from Civez, the leading scorer for this Spanish team. And despite 3 players in a drop who are designed there to shot block and help back to the center, Mark Civez finds a seam. What a finish. Six to 1, Serbia needing a response. Some kind of life here. 6-1, not insurmountable. Still early in the game, exclusion coming off ball. Nice work inside there. And they go quick to the center, but they'll pull it back out. Referees today: Rico Silva of Portugal, Lyle Brooks of Canada, Drobnjakovic will kick it out. He earned the exclusion there. 6-on-5 now for Serbia. All the way across, wing to wing. Now working it back up top. Junovic the shot, and that ball sailing just wide. Looks like it might have taken a field block there. Spain recovers. Another penalty kill by Spain. They've given up 1 goal. It was on the 6-on-5, but they've gotten a number of stops since. Nikola Pavlovic, the lone scorer for Serbia, in Spain looking to add to their lead now with 6:32 remaining in the second period of play. Serbia into a half drop. Civez working hard in the middle. He's backed his defender down to the 2-meter line. Good shot there. That one goes off the bar, and Kasanovic happy to collect that one and take it into safety. Exclusion coming in transition. Serbia will have a 6-on-5 on the odd man counterattack. Got numbers here early. They'll slow things down and set up a traditional 4-2. Vinovic swinging it around. Back to Vojinovic down line now to the wing. Looking inside, nothing doing. Back up top here. Vasiljevic all the way down. Uros Munkan. Munkan denied again, and so the big centered back has taken a number of shots and can't seem to break through, as Riba has had his number called all day. Vasiljevic with it. Vasiljevic's shot, and that one denied. Riba just eating things up, forcing Serbia into bad shots, and sometimes I think this becomes mental. Spain on the quick counterattack, no numbers, they won't force it. At some point, if you're Serbia, the goal starts to look a little bit smaller, as Riba's been everywhere. Shot now from the outside. Another goal there for Spain. 7-1 now. Mauro Martin gets another tally. He's now doubled his goal total for the tournament, having 2 coming in, and now 4 total. A beautiful touch lob right off the top bar. Nothing Kasanovic is going to do about that. Serbia now, a 6-on-5 opportunity again. You're starting to feel like this is a must-make, and there it is, another penalty kill by Spain, but Serbia recovers a long rebound. Spain coming even. We're in the front court, 6-on-6. That's Ivan Pelez with it. And we'll get another exclusion, so just as soon as they come even, they go out again. Another five-man opportunity for Spain to get another stop. Serbia working the ball around. Now we're getting to the point that you feel like we're going to have to score. And there's another long shot off the bar. Riba in good position. And Neskovic unable to convert. Now up top, back to Neskovic. Neskovic across now from the other wing. The tough angle. Riba again with the save. Another penalty kill for Spain. And Riba puts his hands up like, let's go, boys. All being called out here. 7-1 Spain as we are halfway through second period of play. You're looking at Eurico Silva, Portugal there. He's one of the best in the world at refereeing. He's been part of a lot of major events. And that's Lyle Brooks there from Canada. VAR had buzzed in, wanted to take a look at something. They won't tell us what it is unless it's an official challenge. So we're off and away we go again, 7-1, 4:12 remaining here in the second period of play. Shot there, and Mihailo Gosic has come in. So 7 goals for Spain, and they've made a goalie change on the Serbia end. Mihailo Gosic, who's been the star of the Serbian net for the last few years, not just at U18, also U16 and U20, despite his young age. And so they'll go to him and hope that that inspires some defense, and good defense will hopefully lead to good offense here for Serbia. Shot now, a good save there. Off the bar and off the hand, long rebound back to Spain. They'll get another crack at it. Garcia with it. Playing a little bit of catch there with Montero. Montero decides to shoot, and that one goes in. And so it doesn't matter who Serbia puts in the cage. Spain has found the unlock. Montero, his 3rd goal of the day, just going to the right, giving Spain an 8-1 lead. Everybody said coming into this game, well, the first group was just very difficult, a very tough group. Montenegro, Croatia, Hungary, Serbia. And they said, well, Group B, it wasn't quite as strong. Spain, Italy, United States, and China. Well, Spain has come out with something to prove, and it's 8-1 with 3:37 remaining. And the winners of Group B look to maintain their undefeated streak, at least heading into the semifinals. This game is not over by any stretch, but 7 goals. That's about as far back as you can be at this point in the game and come all the way back, because don't think for a minute Spain's going to let off the gas. Serbia now on the attack in the front court, 6-on-6. Spain into Brescia. They're in a 4-2 drop zone. Shot there, and there, Serbia finding the back of the net. A really good finish from outside, and Riba not happy about it. Pavlovic, who scored the first goal, will get a second goal here today from way outside. A very nice finish from him. Good rip there. Riba still getting a hand on it. Pavlovic, you can see, goes initially to his right, changes directions, beats his defender to his left, and is able to put the ball in the back of the net. 8-2 now, 3:10 remaining. Another stop there from Serbia. So good defense potentially leading to good offense here. Spain on the recovery. Serbia looking to convert and cut the deficit now down to 5. Ordinary foul there. And physical in the middle. Serbia going into a double post. Inovic with it. He'll go down line. There's a 6-on-5 coming exclusion against Spain. Big shot there, and 2 goals in a row. Serbia has cut the deficit to 5 from 7. That's Uroš with the finish there. A really good redirect and tap in from the post. And Serbia has found a little bit of life here, scoring 2 unanswered in the second period of play. A nice finish going cross cage just to the location that Romeva Riba is not. So Spain looking to answer after Serbia has put up 2 unanswered goals. Spain previously leading 8-1, but Serbia feeling a little more inspired now as they found somewhat of the unlock and tripled their score in this quarter. Exclusion coming. That'll be an over-aggressive foul on the perimeter. Spain on the 6-on-5 attack now. Ball moving around, down to the wing. That's Suarez. Suarez up top now. This is Sanchez Torrio Montero down to Suarez. Shot there, and that one looks like it got a piece of Gosic and then off of the head of one of the Serbian defenders, and it falls right back into the arms of Spain. On the attack again, a good save by Gosic. And that ball going out, but Gosic having to deal with it as it was on target. He takes a sigh of relief as he got his hand on it. Spain with another attack, but we're back to even. 1:52 remaining here in the quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Spain gonna have to go, and they do, and Gosic up to the task. So Gosic has stood on his head here and locked down the Spanish defense. They've only scored 1 since he came in the game. Defense leading to offense now. Serbia on the counterattack. They've got advantage here. Live time sub from half. Still into a double post. That's Muncan trying to work hard to earn an exclusion. Ball moving around. They exit now into a traditional single center. There's the entry pass and hand down there. That'll be an automatic exclusion. 5-man now for Spain. Serbia looking to attack. Nice work there by Drabnjakovic. Cibes now with the second exclusion against him. That's notable as he's their leading scorer on the team and their main starting center. Muncan the shot, and he finds the back of the net. So after a number of challenges, Muncan finally finding the back of the net, adding to his total. And Uroš Muncan pumped up. Riba not nearly as demonstrative now as Noah Romeva Riba has been scored on 3 times in a row. And 8-4 now with 1:05 remaining. Spain still leading. Serbia clawing back one by one. If Serbia can figure out how to not go down early in these first quarters, they seem to play exceptionally well here in the second quarter. Third quarter and fourth quarter has been no exception. And there's the answer. What an unlock there. Gosic, nothing he's going to do about that. A beautiful shot from way outside. As Mauro Milan Martin able to convert on that one. His third goal of the day. Great cross-cage finish, going underneath the arm of both shooting defender, perimeter defender, and the goalkeeper. 9-4 Spain, taking a little bit of air out of the tires of Serbia. 40 seconds remaining now. Entry pass from way outside. What a move there, but great save by Noah Romeva Riva. He'll shepherd the ball to safety. 30 seconds remaining here in the second period of play. 9-4. Spain leading. Great save there. You have to figure if Spain can put another one up. Oh, great save by Gosic. Right place, right time, putting his body on the line, and he takes that one off the dome. I always find it somewhat surprising when goalies get hit in the head there. They seem to really enjoy it. A lot of them do. Good save there again by Gosic. That'll take us to the end of the first half of play. What was once 8-1, Spain leading, has been cut to 9-4. We'll be right back with the second half of action. Right after this, you're watching the U18 World Championships of Water Polo here for World Aquatics. I'm Wesley Kading. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. Watching the second of 4 quarterfinal action earlier today. Montenegro defeated Greece in a very tight contest. Montenegro holding that Greek team to 8 goals, which is a very difficult task. Not just because the Greek team is a very high-scoring team, they are, but because in today's game, the number of opportunities on 6-on-5 and high percentage looks, keeping a team under 8 goals or below is a thing of the past in most cases. But Spain now leading Serbia 9-4 at halftime. What was once an 8-1 lead has been trimmed down a bit. Serbia looking for the answer here. Spain will win the sprint. They'll get the first possession in the second half. We've got 16 minutes left to decide this one. We'll see if Spain can continue the offensive onslaught that they put on in the first half of play. Ordinary foul now. Something to note, Marc Cives, the center, starting center for Spain, is out with 2 exclusions, a 6, as he will likely have to rest for a bit here. Shot there, and very quickly Spain does what they did all first half, and they put in another goal. Even though Cives is still in there playing, it's Daniel Merida Orozco with the goal. From the short angle there, that's a very tough angle to score from. Players with 2 exclusions. Thiago Carrillo. Comabea Cives. Enzo Fernandez. And Daniel Merida Orozco, all with 2 exclusions for Spain. So we'll see how that factors in. You can see Spain has already dropped into a very deep zone. This is called a Brescia defense, and Serbia takes advantage of that. That's Uroš Munkan with the finish there. His second goal on the day. Spain has changed goaltenders. Bruno Delmas Tortorella is now in the cage. As we've seen all tournament long, Romeva Riba and Delmas Tortorella have switched at half. They've split time equally throughout the entire tournament. 1-1 quarter thus far. We'll see if Delmas has as much success as Romeva Riba did in the first half. Spain, a quick look there, field block and rebound back to Spain. So defense at a premium now. And we're going to get a contra foul. That's going to be for holding in the backcourt. Spain will regain possession. They're going to be up 3-on-2. Ball will have to come outside of the 2. And now we're live. And a shot there. Good save. Gosic coming up big for the Serbian squad. And what he told us was not his best tournament. He's playing his best water polo right now, and that's when it matters in the quarterfinals and knockout rounds. We get a contra foul there on the other end. So Serbia committing 2 consecutive contra fouls. It's cost them 2 possessions, and Carrillo will bring it across the midline. Spain just slowing it down. There's no real urgency for them, leading by 5 here. 6:17 remaining in the third quarter of play. Ordinary foul on the perimeter. Here comes a drive from the 4. Ball swings down to the wing, who's wrapping up, wanting to go inside here. And a shot, that one field block. Great field defense there by Serbia, and they'll counter out. Ordinary foul at the top. Munkan thought about it, thought better of it. Now the shot. That one off the hand of Delmas, and it sneaks its way in. They're cutting the deficit now down to 4. It's the closest that Serbia has been since early in the second period of play. Milan Zelic with that one. The team leader in goals. He's got 9 on the tournament. Elmas sticks his tongue out in frustration. 5:45 remaining here. Third period of play. Serbia continuing to fight back, trying to claw back from a 7-goal deficit in middle of the second period of play. Some extracurriculars going on in the center position. We'll get an exclusion here that'll go against Serbia. Off-ball exclusion. That's how referees kind of control the physicality of the game, is they like to see everything. Neskovic will be sent packing, his second foul. Shot here, good finish. What a rip from the outside on the 6-on-5. That's Thiago Carrillo, his 7th goal in the tournament. His first one today. Nice finish there from Carrillo. Kosic just looking around going, not sure what I'm going to do about that one. That was an outstanding finish, clinical from the outside. 11-6 Spain now. Spain working the ball around. Excuse me, Serbia working the ball around. Serbia's on offense, and the dark caps going left to right on the screen. Lot of fakes there, and a good finish. Trying to see the number there. Yeah, it's Nemanja Djordjevic. Great finish there, 11-7. So Spain trying to extend their lead. Serbia not having any of it as they continue to attack on the offensive end. Still a 4-goal deficit for Serbia, and now a 5-goal deficit. The Spanish attack has been just so lethal. Another goal there for Mauro Milan Martin. What a finish for him. His 4th goal on the day, leading all scorers. Look at how he attacks the space there. Not much Gosic is going to do. There's not a single field defender in his line of sight to help him take away any part of the cage, and he gets caught going the wrong direction there. So 12-7 now. Spain unwilling to relinquish this 5-goal lead. Serbia continuing to attack. Into a double post now. Up top. It's the ball moving around, trying to keep it dry. Ordinary foul there. He's eligible to shoot. Rises up. Rips one off, but that one's sailing over the cage, and Delmas very happy about this as he'll collect the ball, and Spain having an opportunity now to establish a 6-goal lead with 4:12 remaining here in the third period of play. Mauro Milan, entry pass now. Ordinary foul, good defense there by Serbia, not taking the exclusion. Spain trying to draw the ordinary on the perimeter. Ordinary foul again, now an exclusion, so Spain will have another 6-on-5, but maybe more importantly, it resets the clock to 18 seconds, and Spain will get the opportunity to burn a few precious seconds off of the timer, cutting down the opportunities for Serbia. Look at the way the ball flies around the perimeter, dry everywhere, and a rip to the back of the net. Gosic just looking at his team going, where are the hands? And a great goal there by who else? Mauro Milan, his 5th of the day. So despite scoring only 2 goals in all previous games combined, Mauro Milan, the captain of the team, has risen up and shined bright when the lights are brightest. 5 goals today, 13-7, Spain leading Serbia. Six-goal lead again. It was once a 7-goal lead, has only been trimmed by 1 in the last quarter and change. Serbia has continued to fight back. They'd only scored 1 midway through the second and has found somewhat of the unlock. So they're now able to score a bit more. They've figured that out. They've got to get stops here if they've got any hope of clawing into this one. Only 3:22 remaining, time dwindling on their opportunities here in the U18 World Championships quarterfinals, knockout round here. Shot from way outside. It'll be a contra foul. Spain will get possession without Serbia even taking a shot. Outlet pass now for Spain. Double team there at the wing. Ordinary foul. Spain will collect. He's open underneath. They'll go to him. Gosic comes out. What a heads-up play by Mihailo Gosic. Reading the opportunity there for Spain, anticipates it, jumps out and takes the ball away from the Spanish attacker before he even knows what's going on. And you can see how good Gosic is. He's done a nice job here since coming on in relief of Kasanovic. Entry pass now. That ball stolen, so if one goalie steal is good, more is better, but an exclusion coming to Spain. That'll go against Oriol Hurtado. Serbia on the attack, 6-on-5 now. And that ball just turned over. Too many unforced errors for Serbia today. Has not looked to be their day. 2:11 remaining here in the third period of play. 13-7, Spain leading. Yet to come today, Croatia versus Italy in our next matchup. Good defense there by Serbia as they crash back and help. They'll counter out. Croatia versus Italy will be our next match. Our final quarterfinal will be the United States versus Hungary. The defending U18 champions Hungary have had a bit of an up and down tournament. They'll look to get right against the United States, who finished second in Group B. Their only loss coming to this Spanish team. You can see just how good this Spanish team is, particularly on their 5-man defense. That ball just backhand errantly into the arms of the Spanish defense, and they'll counter out again. 1:21 remaining, 13-7, Spain in dominant fashion. Oh, and just a miscue there, and the Serbian defenders both went to the perimeter, leaving, it looks to be Enzo, no, excuse me, that's Mark Komabea Cives alone in the middle. That's the one guy you don't want to leave alone in the middle, and despite having 2 exclusions against him, he's continued to produce. 14-7 now. He's got 2 goals on the day, giving him 10 total in the tournament. Six-on-5 opportunity now for Serbia. 55 seconds remaining here in the third period of play. Ball flying around the perimeter. They find the post, but the post is met with the big arms of Thiago Carrillo. And there's another shot. Great save there by Delmas. I'm not sure if he got all of it, some of it, or none of it, but it doesn't really matter. It was kept out of the net. Delmas will collect. Good penalty kill there. Another 5-man penalty kill from Spain. It has been the secret of their success, is their ability to shut down high-scoring opportunities for their opposition throughout this tournament. Got clock violation there by Spain. They'll take that. Time maybe more important at this point than goals. Gosic will long outlet shot. He tried to go for goal there. 6.5 seconds remaining. Nothing doing there. Thought he would catch Delmas off guard and was unable to do so. That'll take us to the end of the third period of play. Spain doubled up Serbia 14-7. 1 quarter of action left in our second of 4 quarterfinals here at the U18 World Aquatics World Championships. I'm Wesley Kading. We'll be right back with a final frame of action right after this. Welcome back, everyone. 8 minutes left in this one. 14-7. Spain leading Serbia in the second of 4 quarterfinals here today in Rio Maior, Portugal. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. This is the U18 World Championships of water polo. Spain, the answer here as to why Spain has been so dominant, well, it starts at the defensive end. Yes, they've converted at a very high clip on offense, but their 5-man penalty kill has been world class. Turnover there on offense by Spain, so Serbia will get an opportunity to attack now. There's a quick counter goal for Serbia. That starts off about as well as you could ask for 28 seconds into the quarter. Serbia gets a goal, 14-8 now. Gosic has come on in relief of Kasanovic. Done serviceably well here, as the change in goalie has inspired Serbia at both ends, it seems. Kasanovic wasn't bad, but the field defense wasn't necessarily where it needed to be. He faced 14 shots and about a quarter and change. Gosic has only faced 13 shots, and he's been in for over 2 quarters. So that is more of a reflection of the field defense coming up big. On the other end of it, from a goalie standpoint, Noah Romeva, outstanding in the cage for Spain. 8 blocks and 12 shots total, only giving up 4 goals. Exclusion now against Spain. Maybe they prefer to play 5-man defense. Polo with that exclusion, his 3rd on the day, so he's done for the day. As well as Enzo Fernandez. Spain coming even now, 6-on-6. Front court opportunity. And if you watch Spain, they're likely going to slow things down, be very methodical, use the entire clock. Time more valuable than a goal here as they lead by 6 goals with 6:21 remaining. Ordinary foul on the perimeter. It rises up, and a shot, good save by Gosic. Long rebound collected by Serbia. Serbia had to play a game yesterday against Turkey as part of the crossover play-in. The bottom 2 teams from Group A and Group B played against the winners of C, D, E, and F. As part of Division 2 having the opportunity to play into Division 1 in the quarterfinal rounds. Greece, the only team that was successful, advancing from Division 2 to Division 1 as they defeated China, who started in Division 1 Group B but finished 4th. Greece went on to lose to Montenegro earlier today in a very tightly contested battle, 10-8. So their tournament is finished. A good shot there. What a redirect. Oh my goodness. The chemistry of this team is pretty special. Spain does such a wonderful job in movement, passing, movement without the ball and passing. That's Mark Comabea-Sibes. He's got 3 goals on the day. He's been playing with 2 exclusions since midway through the second and has not picked up his 3rd, which is a testament in its own right. He's also got 3 goals as he paces all players on the Spanish team with 11 in the tournament. Though Mauro Milan Martin has 5 today for Spain and leads all scorers in the match currently. 5:22 remaining. 15-8, Spain leading Serbia. Exclusion coming. Over aggressive after the foul. Have to leave your guy alone. Serbia will get another opportunity here. That's Mauro Milan Martin. Foul there, tip away there. Spain taking that one, and they'll shepherd it to safety. That's Delmas in the goal. Now, as we talked about, here's the unbelievable pass there. That is a tremendous pass. As we talked about, Spain has split halves with their goalies throughout the entire tournament. No goalie has played an entire game for them, so even minutes across the board. You wonder if there's something to that, as it's a change in pace. If Serbia is more comfortable shooting against one goalie than another, whatever it may be. All the way down now. And we'll get an inside the 2 offsides call. You can be inside that red line as long as you've got the ball. The red line along the end line there. The red line along the sideline, you can go inside at any time without the ball as long as you're not inside the red line on the end line. It's a bit confusing. We'll do our best to describe it to you. 4:17 remaining. Up next, Croatia, Italy, and then the United States and Hungary. Croatia finishing 2nd in Group A. Italy finishing 3rd in Group B, winning their play-in game against Canada yesterday. Exclusion coming. Nice work there by Unai Arate Perez. Shot there. What a finish. An absolute dart to the back of the net. Paul Suarez, the lefty, his first goal of the day. He's 1 for 4 shooting, but he's got 1. And a big one it is as it reestablishes an 8-goal lead for Spain. 16-8 now, 3:52 remaining. We're more than halfway through the 4th quarter play, and Gosic just puts his head back with a sigh of frustration is there's just not much that either netminder's been able to do against this Spanish attack, which has come to play today. You wonder if the day off yesterday for Spain, who earned a bye by winning their group, so the top two teams in A and B both got a bye yesterday, you wonder if the day off plays big in terms of recovery for these younger players. Nice look there on the drive, and that ball taken away as two Spanish defenders and a goalie swarm the attacking Serbian player. Delmas with it, and he'll just hold. Again, time more important than goals at this point as the clock winds down on Serbia's tournament. Ordinary foul here. 5 on the clock. Again, Spain using every second it can, and in contra foul there. But they did wind the clock down to 2 seconds. We'll get a backcourt exclusion. They're going to call VAR. VAR has buzzed in. They're going to look at some sort of violent action, it appears. It'll be a coach's challenge. He's asking if there was a 5 meter, should have been a 5 meter on the previous possession on the drive there. So they'll go to the replay. We'll see if we can get a replay up on our screen here as well for you. So there's the possession. Ball comes in. That's inside water. Makes the turn. So now he's in a probable scoring position. For my money, and I've been wrong before, there's nobody between the shooter and the goal or the goalie. That should be a 5 meter as he's hit from behind, both by the trailing defender and the collapsing defender from the wing. Now what happens here? So this is the angle. There's nobody between him, and he is hit from behind there. So he still has, that's a probable goal situation inside water. Nobody between him and the goal. They'll evaluate everything here. They'll evaluate if there's a potential violent action. They'll evaluate potentially a contra foul, which we don't see here. But that appears to be inside water. It is a penalty. So what happens now? Well, the penalty will get taken. The clock will be reset back to the position at which that penalty occurred. And everything that happened after that, if there was an exclusion, if there was a goal, is waved off and effectively erased. So it's like it never happened. So set to take the penalty now. Zelic for Serbia. This to give them 9 goals on the day with 3:39 remaining. Conversion there. Serbia, their 9th goal on the day. Serbia bringing it down now. 3:24 remaining. 16-9. Spain has been dominant. Great read there by Delmas as he comes way out of the cage, using that long frame to come up and just pluck that ball right out of the air. Off-ball exclusion there. Vasiljevic with his first exclusion. See how Spain keeps the ball dry, and Gosic taking a book out of Delmas's. Gosic taking a page out of Delmas's book, just comes out big and pulls that one out of the air, tipping it to his teammate there, and Serbia kills that penalty. It's been an exciting match here. Although I suppose if you're on the Serbian side, less exciting. There's a nice goal. A good finish there. It's Milan Zelic, team leading third goal on the day. 16-10, 2:25 remaining. Despite being down 8-1, Serbia has continued to climb back into this. They haven't gone away. So the resilience of these young men has been something they can be proud of, though nobody ever feels good after they lose. They have certainly continued to fight and bring their best effort here, as they've got 2 minutes left in their tournament for medal contention. Free pass here. Good save by Gosic. Such a tough save for a netminder. That ball coming in so quick from so close, you're more or less getting hit by the ball than anything. Meter coming. Comobea Sives drawing that one, and set to take it is Mauro Milan Martin, going for his 6th goal of the day. Later on this year, Serbia will compete. Spain will also compete in the U18 World Championships. That'll be held in Zagreb, Croatia, part of a 60-team tournament, 36 on the boys' side, 24 on the girls' side. And there's a conversion there. Excuse me, there's a miss there. Gosic not thrilled about the overall result, I'm sure, but they do get the stop. Serbia on the attack now. Flying around, that one just bobbled a bit up top. Now the shot, good save there by Delmas. .114 remaining. Spain will advance. Talk about that in just a moment here. So where do these teams go from there? From here, let's take a look. Montenegro has advanced. They will take on the winner of Croatia, Italy. Excuse me, of the United States, Hungary. Spain will take on the winner of Croatia, Italy, which is our next match. Those games will be played tomorrow. Oh, who Montenegro plays, TBD, to be determined. between USA and Hungary. Good save there by Delmas. 25 seconds remaining. Spain will take on the winner of the next match between Croatia and Italy. Italy finishing third in their group, working their way back in. Croatia finishing second in their group, so they had the day off yesterday, not being forced to play in a crossover round 2. And just as Spain has done all day long, their 5-man kills yet another penalty with a field block there. It has been absolutely outstanding, the positioning of this Spanish defense, as they have kept Serbia, a high-scoring Serbian team, at bay. The number 1 seed prevails over the number 4 out of Group A. Spain will advance. They'll take on the winner of Croatia-Italy, which is coming up next in about 15 minutes. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. We want to thank you for joining us here at the U18 World Championships in Rio Maior, Portugal, for the 2026 World Championships of Water Polo. We'll be right back with the next quarterfinal, Croatia-Italy, right after this.